Hey guys, what's up and welcome to another episode of the Good Cast Show. So first and foremost, I'm sure some of you would have watched the interview I did with Miss Indira Gandhi regarding the fact that her quest to be reunited with her daughter Prasana, her daughter who she has not seen in 17 years and lost when Prasana was only 11-month-old baby. Thank you so much for all the comments and the support to that video. You guys, your support is really contributing to keeping her going and keeping her marching forward in her quest to be reunited with her daughter. So my guest today is none other than the Mr. Arun Dorasamy, and he's here again, his third time on the podcast to share more about the Justice March that's taking place on the 22nd of November, starting at SOGO, Kuala Lumpur at 10:30 a.m., right up to the Bukit Aman Police Headquarters. Now, this march is organized by the Indira Gandhi Action Team, or INGAT. So he's here today to share about the walk and also aspects of this entire saga from a legal as well as an emotional perspective. So welcome back, Arun, to the podcast. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So the statement from Ingat on the Facebook, I think reads, "It is deeply disappointing that while a fugitive who defied the federal court continues to enjoy digital aid under Budi 95 and SARA, the Malaysian justice system still cannot enforce a mother's right to see her daughter. This march is not an act of defiance, it is an act of faith in justice, in the constitution and the conscience of Malaysians." So I ask you, what does this walk aim to achieve?
Okay, this walk, our objective is to put pressure to PDRM. Okay, I know PDRM can do it, and I know for sure not only 100%, 200%. I know PDRM knows where exactly Ridwan Abdullah is and where Prasana is. I have no doubts on it.
Why do you have no doubts about that?
Because we have enough evidence suggests that they know it. Okay, right now the next question that I think the public and any normal person will ask: what is stopping the police from executing the federal court's order? Okay, it is not easy for an institution that is operating under the purview of the parliament and part of the Malaysian justice system and part of the Malaysian government can defy a federal court's order. It's not easy.
Yeah.
So it is a no-brainer. Okay, there's some other elements, hidden hands, the one putting the brake on police's execution of this court order. Simple as that. So now the next question will be, actually I'm
doing the interview yourself.
Yeah,
I don't need to be here.
Next question will be, who is that? Okay, and let me reserve at least something for the police to come forward and tell whether they're going to break it in.
When you say who is that, as in who is the one putting the pressure on the police to not do anything?
Yes, exactly. Because otherwise, it been 12, 13 days, almost 2 weeks, right, since we broke the story on the Budi 95 and SARA that he been enjoying and he's a fugitive. And all these years, the police been saying he's not in the country, and was putting on alerts in Pulapol and things like. I mean, not Pulapol, in
Thailand. Thailand, I think.
No, they were Interpol. No,
Interpol. Okay.
Interpol alerts and stuff like that. So, and we've been always saying since the assertion of Special Task Force April of 2019 that he is in the country. Okay, he may just slip out to Thailand through the Lorong Tikus, but he is in the country.
Okay.
So we have to focus on that. But the police were always been saying, no, he's not in the country. So this time, okay, despite all the other evidence that we had, he went to JPJ to renew his license. He got so many summons. He actually went and paid his summons. He's a good citizen.
Good. Yeah, I read that. I was like, wow, what a great guy. Yeah.
All right. He paid his summon and all these things, and it is exposed to the police, and yet they are sitting on the very fake, unsubstantiated theory that he's not in the country. Now with the Budi 95, right? He have I think we allowed him to use only 100 liters. After 100 liters, we exposed the story. He stopped
He stopped.
using his, so he's paying 260 now.
Now he's back to a foreigner.
Okay. And it's comforting a little bit.
To know that our tax money not going to him.
Yeah. So so after that, all right, and he spent his SARA dollars as soon as they.
How did you get this information? Well, when I saw Prasana say, how did he get his hands on that? Those two big receipts that you were holding. How did you know?
Okay, first of all, SARA and Budi 95, you can go and do semakan. Semakan in the net itself, as long you have his IC number and all the stuff. Matter of fact, I memorized his IC number by heart.
Okay.
So anytime you ask me, I will tell you.
Yeah, you've been in this case for how many years now?
Yeah.
17 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've
16
known
years.
that 2009, right? So when we checked there, so we knew that he'd been enjoying, and that is the biggest finding yet. Right, saying that he is in the country. See, we know he's in the country. So then, with this Budi 95, we know exactly which petrol station he went, when he went, and what car he actually drove, and things like that.
So you have all that information.
And that's the information where I put it on the public. I put 6 cars that's is in the lookout. Right? If a citizen. All right, a citizen can have this much of information. Okay, can you just imagine? And with SARA, we will know which grocery shop that he went and shopped. And very important, we know exactly what he bought. Right? With all this information, and almost 2 weeks now, IGP is totally muted.
So, based on your information, where is he now currently?
In Malaysia.
No, I know.
Okay.
Because in the press con, you said 4 states, right? You say Kelantan, Penang and all.
The states of my interest.
Okay.
All right. I think,
But you just said the SARA, you can know exactly which shop he's
Yeah.
at. So where is he? Where
so
did you?
Exactly. That's why I said, you know what? These are the questions that the learned journalists need to post to the IGP. All right. I can go this much. All right. The state in the watch out: Penang, Kedah, Kelantan, and Perlis.
Okay.
Right.
Why these 4 states? When you know he bought his grocery at one place.
I-
Where was that shop?
I know. Okay, which state based on the summons that he got and the vehicle that he drove.
Okay.
And the place that he actually went and filled his gas.
Okay.
And the place where he bought his groceries. And I can zoom into 2 states. Okay, when come to SARA and Budi
Okay.
95, it is Perlis and Kelantan.
Perlis and Kelantan. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So, and again,
No, but interesting. I was just wondering when I was looking at the press con,
so
right?
immediately, I think now the police intelligence going to go. I say, how the heck that he able to know where you purchase and things
Exactly,
like that,
yeah.
right? Say again, see this fight, this 16 years, okay, this case wouldn't be alive like it is now without the emotional connection with the normal people out there. Every parents, every mother, every father, every family, every good citizen can connect. That is the biggest asset we have. That is the biggest help that we have. That anytime if I post something related, the entire country is watching out for Prasana and Ridwan.
Do you have any idea of what is she doing now? How is she doing now?
Yes. Okay.
I had to ask.
Yeah, I know. And I actually told some of the journalists, and I told them it's off the record. So here you asked me on record.
Yeah, on record.
I was trying to decorate.
But why the apprehension of sharing this information? Why are you apprehensive of sharing this information?
Okay, because we are going after Ridwan Abdullah, hoping that Ridwan Abdullah is the one holding Prasana Diksha, and I categorically deny that.
That means you say he's not holding her.
No, he's not holding her. Prasana Diksha is elsewhere. And Prasana Diksha, okay, now the JPN and PDM can do their homework now. At least do something for the salary that you're getting, right? So, and she is with a different identity number. She's with a different set of parents. Because we know for sure, I've been following this very closely. Okay, Prasana Diksha. Okay, we have the My Kid. Okay, JPN have confirmed officially they never issued another new My Kid ever. They never issued another copy of birth certificates ever. They never issued IC ever. All right, so that means her official federal documentation, none. Okay, whoever holding, presumably they are holding her without any documentation, because all those documentation, the birth certificate original, the My Kid original is with
Indra. Okay.
Right? So that's that part. And when we check with the KKM, when we check with the KPM, she's not in the system. Okay, let's zoom in into KKM. KKM, see, we know 2020 we had COVID. Everyone
got vaccinated.
Vaccinated. She wasn't. She was not in the part of the database.
Okay.
So anywhere. And then I did make an extra effort to go to Jakim, right? At that time it was the minister, Dr. Mujahid, right? We were checking if she is if she appears in any of the Tafiz school database, okay, and none, right? And according to him, then he said there's more than 2,000 over Tafiz schools are not registered. All right, that's not part of the registry. So she might be there. But again, okay, fine, that's there. But that doesn't matter whether she's in a registered Tafiz school or not. And if she is in Malaysia, how can a person lives in Malaysia without any proper documentation? She's not stateless, you know. Even if you go to a clinic, all right, they're going to ask you for some sort of documentation, right? So that all never happened, all right. So so we kind of moved away from this theory that she's still living with her documentation a long time ago. Okay, I think prior to 2020, we know that there were late registration were done. Okay, using Prasana Diksha, and then there was siasatan done. Okay,
siasatan.
Actually, JPN will do an internal siasatan before they give you documentation saying that she was not delivered. I'm sure they would have said she was delivered at home and she would have produced some bidan and that kind of things all.
You need to submit all that.
All the document, and then if JPN posati, they will issue. Okay, but DNA test is not required. It's an option only. Okay, and I'm sure at this time I do not know how would even JPN if they buy my theory, even they won't go back and try to do, and they would have done hundreds of thousands. How could they even go and do anything? So that's the case. But I know for sure she's not. I'm sure she do not know she's Prasana Diksha, and she's not on with old names, not old IC number, old birth certificate or anything. It's all brand new, and she is not with Ridwan Abdullah.
So she has brand new identification card, everything brand new.
Yeah. I feel so sorry for the PDRM. They are sangkut in between.
Yeah, they caught in between. Yeah, okay? It's a very sticky matter.
They're really sangkut, right? And I can tell you, I can do this favor to the PDRM and JPN. Okay, don't wait until 8 April 2026. On the 9th of April 2026, find her and repatriate Prasana with the mother.
Why do you say that date?
Because 8th April 2026 would be Prasana's 18th birthday.
Okay.
By virtue of law, she has the right to choose the religion and everything else. Right? She's an adult. She can vote. She can get herself married. Everything else is an adult age lah. So after that, then we have no other choice. It's not a case of recovery. It's not a case of minor child and everything. Now we can go after the parents and everything. You go after JPN for issuing wrong documentation, falsified documentation to a fugitive daughter. So the case will change paradigm. Okay, so I think it is will be almost the same predicament like what the FAM saga.
Yes,
is,
yes,
right?
yes, yes,
So
yes.
I think it's in the best interest of the government, JPN, PDRM. Okay, despite all the holdups, the hidden holdups, the deep state holdups. Okay, break that holdups and come. Do whatever things necessary to repatriate Prasana with the mom before 8th of April. Otherwise, the 8th of April, you're going to have another big issue. Apart from this,
I mean, this case may actually evolve into something else, nah?
criminal,
Yeah.
falsifying documents and stuff like that. And then people might say, why didn't you just go and take it? No, I can't. You know why? You are what your document says, right? You are Mr. Vinod. I know you have an IC and all that stuff. And I am Arun Dorasamy. And because
You have.
my documentation, my JPN documentation actually identify me to entire world and the country and the legal system. So when she is holding a different legal system, she is not the persona that we are looking for, right?
That means
Unless I do a DNA test. And you cannot just walk
you
around
can't change
and
it,
say, hey, you know what? Vinod, I need to
do a DNA test. Yeah.
And making sure that father is your father, right?
Yeah, you need to get a court order. I mean, you get
Yeah.
my approval and all that. Yeah.
A lot of things.
A lot of things, yeah.
Remember even the PMX case when the government wanted to take his blood for a DNA test and all the stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know. We've been this.
But
so many
in
times
terms
before.
in terms of her well-being, how is she like now? Do you know?
All I know, she's not in school. And that actually irate me.
She's not in school. She's never gone to school.
With all these things looming, and they just, yeah. And I like to be wrong, but I'm quite sure I'm right.
That you know for a fact that she's not going to school.
I know for sure that she's not in school, right? And I'm sure a lot of people are going to ask, Arun, you have this much information.
Yeah.
And actually, if I could, I wouldn't have done it. And if I'm daringly coming on your show and exposing all these things, and I love for JPN and PDRM to prove me wrong. Okay, bring Prasana out and say, you know what, Arun, everything that you say is wrong, and then I will concede. Right at this time, I know I'm on the right track, and this is not a secret, but it's the truth that we always been holding. And there were special task force set by Dr. Uzair and Mantan Dr. Uzair, he's a DCID, and then Mantan IGP Dr. Muhammad Tan Sri Muhammad Fuzair, right? They set this, and that particular task force was it was fake setup, right?
How do you know it was fake?
I will tell you. I just shared one information just to test the water. It's very difficult for me to trust people from the nominal value. You have to prove me that you are trustworthy, right? We tested with one piece of information. Very quickly, they were going after the person that actually going after my sources. Actually, we want to share information to assist the police. It's not for the police to go after my sources. At that time, I stopped cooperating with them. Until today, I will not. Unless they show true interest, honest interest in solving this case. They just want to camouflage this case.
But when I watched the press conferences or before, the previous IGP, before I think it was Tan Sri Hamid, is it?
It was Tan Sri Hamid Bado.
Hamid Bado. I remember when I watched his press conference, he looked very genuine and concerned, and he wanted. And in fact, I've spoken to a few people around this case who told me, yeah, he was actually he was serious about it. In fact, there was one press conference that he said that he was close to securing her back, but there was an NGO that interrupted.
There was Arun Dorasamy that interrupted. Okay.
You interrupted.
No, I mean, he was referring to me.
Yeah, I kind of guessed. That's how I wanted to ask. So I asked some people. I said, "Is it Arun?" They said, "No, we don't know lah." But so now that I want to ask you.
Yeah.
So what is your role in that?
Okay. First of all, out of the 7 IGPs that Indira have gone through, okay, and the most, the one spoke about this case the most is definitely Tan Sri Ahmed, the former IGP Tan Sri Ahmed Bado. So, first of all, Tan Sri Ahmed Bado was on the wrong tangent. His PDR's job is not to negotiate. It is not to find a solution. It is not his job to using a mediator to get on the goodwill of the fugitive.
Okay.
And all these things was wrong, right? His job is to execute the court order. Dot. So anything. I will tell you for certain why. Because Tan Sri Ahmed Bado was, he was one of the person that we subpoenaed in Indira Gandhi's case, civil case against the IGP, right? And he conquered. There's 3 things he conquered. He said police could have done a better job. And when he said that I know where she is and all the stuff, he just want to, he said that just to ease the situation and to give hope to Indira. And third thing, right? He refused to answer. Okay,
Which is?
I'm sure.
What is the question?
Sure everybody. Okay, who were the person mediating this thing? And he said senior politician. At that time, everybody was saying, I could be wrong. Okay, there's everybody saying it was, it's okay.
There's a lot of whistle blowing going on in this podcast episode. I think the most whistles blown on this podcast is this.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he said that a senior politician
was, and then he was blaming because the NGOs was going on a different tangent. The NGOs were not cooperating or something of that sort. They said so he refused to cooperate with the mediator, and the mediator is a senior politician. Said, okay, and
sorry, you said so this guy refused to cooperate with him. This person.
Yeah.
So this person is you.
No, this guy meaning the fugitive refused to cooperate. In the beginning, he was cooperating. So when the NGO, so-called the NGO, were kind of aggressive in pursuing, that's where he decided not to cooperate with the.
I see.
Okay.
So that's you lah.
That is.
So your entry into this also affected the outcome.
Yeah, that's what he claimed, and which I said, you know what, for the lack of competence, don't use excuses lah. Okay, I refuse to be the reason or be your excuse for your incompetence. All right, I will not buy that. My question back to the IGP. Okay, IGP, your job is what? To find a happy ending. Your job is to execute the order. If you know where it is, okay, the only way is to go and get him arrested. That's it. Why there's need to be a mediator? If the mediator know where this guy is, and then what is the issue?
But do you think, in fact, I was thinking about it when I was watching some of your previous press conferences on this matter as well. Do you think that your participation in this should have been on a personal level? That means it should have been Arun Dorasamy together with the Ingat team. When you involve things like Hindu Agama money into this, even if it's a logo in the background, it creates, it adds another narrative on top of this narrative, which is it becomes an us versus them discussion, which then could complicate the matters for the police.
No, first of all, my entry, okay, it is totally not needed if police would have done
Exactly. Of course, we agree with that. Yes.
alright.
Okay.
So,
Agree.
And so my entry need to come in an official term, right? So under the Agama money, Ingan is a special task force and specialized. It's a special effort trying to repatriate. To find Prasana, to repatriate her with the mother. That's our
That's all.
objective.
Yeah.
That's all that we've been doing. And since 2019, right, our entry to the case in a more formal setup. Okay, I've known Indra since 2009 from Hindu Sangam and all the stuff. And the very organization that initiated the whole move, right, is Dato Waiti, and at that time he was the president of Malaysia Hindu Sangam, and he's the one that's called YB Kula and Shanmuga, the entire team to do whatever need to be done. Okay, so. And the entry of Hindu Sangam itself, it is part of their welfare take. And this issue from the beginning, from 2009 until 2018, is about conversion. And right?
Yes. Earlier part was that. Yeah.
Okay. We don't want to kid ourselves, lah.
Yeah.
Right. This case from 2009, even though it was a custody battle, and after that we were trying to quash the conversion, and then there were mandamus order, there were appeal, and all this back forth, right? So finally, in the year 2018, okay, we found a foreclosure that Prasana Diksha and all the other kids, the
conversion is null and void.
And then if there is a contradicting order from a Sharia court and the civil court prevails, and then everything else, and there's a mandamus order stated that the police have to find Prasana and repatriate Prasana with the mother.
Okay.
So
that's an interesting point, because there were three, including this case, there were two others. So there's three cases, the famous ones in Malaysia, about this similar situation where the children are converted without the knowledge of the mother, and then the courts have ruled. In two other cases, the courts actually came to us a ruling, which is also in this case as well. But the children found their way home to wherever they were supposed to go. In the first case, the Chinese one, when Chinese lady, I think her daughter or son was brought back. The second case, first the mother got full custody, then after appeal, it was split custody. Right? The father took one child, the mother took one child. What is so different in this case?
See, first of all, the timing. All right? The other two cases are the beneficiary of Indira Gandhi's unilateral conversion case.
Oh, she was the president.
Actually, president case, right? So 2018, there were clear definition about Article 12.4. Okay, it is not ibu atau bapa, itu ibu dan bapa. Okay.
Okay,
right?
okay.
Meaning,
You need both.
The religious status of a minor to be decided by their parent. Okay, parent is parents. Singular is plural, she is he is she. And in this case, supposed to be ibu, bukan atau bapa, dan bapa. So that was clarified by then former CJ Tengku Maimun, right? That actually put a period for all the other cases. So all the other cases are the beneficiaries. So Indra started this whole process, all right? And it's not only winning the custody of the three kids, quashing the
conversion,
the conversion, all right, and after that, getting clarity on constitutional articles and all these things. The hard work is done. So whether we like it or not, from 2009 to 2018, for the whole 9 years, this entire case predicated on unilateral conversion, all right. And prior to that,
do you think that also was a factor? Why Prasana was not returned back?
See,
it put the police in a very difficult position.
No, the thing is, how else we can, if it's a murder case lah. If it's a rape case, how can I change the very nature of the case? This case is unilateral conversion, which is against the Constitution, Article 12.4. All right, and that's where the custody battle came, and then there were two contradicting orders by one from Sharia court giving the custody to Ridwan, and then one from Ipoh High Court giving the custody to the mother,
Indra.
and then the appeal court have to decide, and then finally, so all this ding dong I understand 9 years. So Hindu Sangam was one of the NGO from the get go, fueling this entire thing, entire journey, and assisting in every way possible, right? So, and after 2018, so the baton now comes to me, okay, to set up a special task force, okay, to assist the police in repatriating Prasana with Indira Gandhi. Okay, we came with a very honest objectives. Right. That's the reason we approached the IGP.
Okay.
Okay. April 2019, when me Indra, we all met IGP. Okay, we met with only one intention. We want to complement their action.
That means you want to give them information and all that.
We want to share information. Actually, I was so ready. Matter of fact, we even prepared such a thick dossier for them to have. All right, all these things. But before you do anything, you always must do your due diligence, right?
Okay.
So, we know the first chief of this Indira Gandhi special task force were Dr. Uzair. Okay. And when we shared one piece of information, okay, just to test, and that did not go very well. So it is a police job to fill and to clear all the doubts that we have. We have a deficit of trust. Even now, okay, it is more now, lah. Okay, with all these things that are happening, right? So it is a police job to clear the deficit of trust before we can work with them.
What was your response to you unveiling the whole Budi 95 and the SARA 100?
No response. Yes, no response. The only response officially, it was obliged response in Parliament by the Canadian minister, and that was so lame.
I think he said he's going to look into the file, a case and all that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
please.
yeah.
Right? We were looking. See, this case been going on for how long now?
17 years. Yeah.
And the answer from KDN, you are only going to look into this case after we expose all this Budi 95 and SARA. That is only one piece of the entire saga. Right now, this is a feel-good statement. It's not so feel-good. It's irritating statement. Okay, I think I need to put that word in. Irritating statement.
Okay.
Like, why even bother to answer? You should have said, you know what, I pass. Okay, or I was not briefed, or something like that, right? So, but it was very irritating until today. We have not had one word uttered by the IGP, one word uttered by the DCID. None. They're totally muted.
So what does this walk aim to achieve in that sense? Are you trying to prod the police into action? What are you doing?
I actually, we have done anything and everything possible through the court, through the rule of system.
Yeah, the court has ruled in your favor. What else can you do?
So, right? We have done everything by the book, and we are expecting things to be done by the book.
Yeah.
But the Malaysia Boleh thingy, right, is coming in between, hampering that. So this justice walk is all about we want to project to the government missionaries, to the leaders, and to the public a cry of a mother away from the court orders and rule books and constitution and everything. I just want people to see the real mother is struggling every day, okay, and doing everything possible, even more than what she can even do. Right?
But
For 16 years.
Yeah, in these 16 years, that's an interesting point you go to, because in these 16 years, you were with her. What were some of the low points that she went through?
I'm telling you. Actually, I see my formal appearance always seen as a fighter, and I don't
Especially on
use
your
my word.
TikTok and all that. Yeah.
But deep inside, I'm a mother's boy, right? I can totally understand uh, the pain of a mother. I've seen this in two major cases. One is the T. Navin's case, and one is Indra's case. And every time I'm scared to talk to them about their, especially with Indra, about her daughter. And what was the motivation? Why 16 years? And how she's passing this every day without her. And that's where she actually shared the teddy bear story and a lot of other things. And what people do not know, Indra as a person, and she's just a kindergarten teacher, that her life was messed up by this person. Okay, he was not a good husband. All right, converting or getting divorced, that's his problem. I have no problem with that. But I mean, the problem that he left Indra with, Indra was bankrupt.
Yeah, because of his purchases. I think it came out in Star. Yeah.
And thank God to all the good Samaritan. Thank God to the bank itself. The bank right off Indra's thing. Thank God to all the Philippine Co that actually did the whole thing discharging. And not only that, she have two kids. One is
One is studying law. The son, I think. Yeah.
son is studying law, started third year in MMU, and Darsha. Okay, two kids that she have to raise, and she's just a kindergarten teacher, right? The determination she had, and I think most of the mothers, most of the, most of the families will be able to relate to her. Okay, the pain. People say, I've read some of the comments. Oh, out of the three kids, one give it to the husband, and two you can have it. It is not.
It's not like that. Yeah, it's not like that.
She is the biological and legal guardian of the kid. All right. At least even in the court. Okay, I'll tell you. This one I'm gonna. She told me. Okay, during this 2014, Prasana was just few feet away, and she was crying, saying, Amma, and they wouldn't let her to hug her. That was the last time Indra saw that daughter alive. I asked this question to former IGP Tan Sri Fusi. How do you know she's still alive? This is the hope that we all have, and I really wish well. But just imagine the mother just few feet away from the abducted daughter, and she did not have
The chance to hold her.
chance to hold her. That was the only voice she have heard. That is the only voice that motivated her every time. Okay, all these years, Indra never missed one court proceeding date. She never outsourced the responsibility to the lawyers or the team. She's always very participative. She always want to know because she want to play her role, and she always present in the court for the court to see the mother, and that voice is what motivating. Motivating, and at that time, Prasana was about 4+ years old. She recognized that's the mother, despite whatever brainwashing that happened, because she was taken when she was 11 years old. She was actually crying, wanted to get back to the mother. After 4 years, this was 2014, no? So it is shame, lah. Okay,
What do you hope for the outcome of this? What is your demands from the police?
So my humble, not demand, I will not say demand, my humble request. Okay, let us put aside the legal battles, put aside our races, our faith. After if we take ourselves naked, we are just a emotional human.
Yeah.
Okay, we are built of mother, father, brothers, sisters, and relatives, and all those stuff. And the emotional bonding is bigger than any law, anything, anything is priceless. And it's difficult for me to tell that I understand anybody's emotional. It's very difficult. So we have requested IGP to personally come and receive the teddy bear. The teddy bear been with the Prasana from the day one. That was the teddy bear that she bought for her. The teddy bear that slept with Prasana all those months, 11 months, and waiting for Prasana. Okay, we want to give the IGP that emotional, the mother's emotion in raw form as possible, because he is a son of a mother. And I'm sure his wife is the mother that can connect directly to the pain and the suffering of a mother for the past 16 years.
Do you think Prasana? I know it's hard for you to answer, and it's quite probably an unfair question to expect you to have the answer to this. But do you think she knows about what's happening?
I suspect somewhat she knows, but she's not in the position of questioning or acting upon the information or acting upon the doubts that she's in the at the mercy of some legal strangers, I call it, right? And being not educated, you are deprived all the rights for the information. And in this digital age, if you can spell, if you can type, the world is blank for you. So that is the predicament, I think, Prasana is in. And we feel very, very sorry. I think as a normal citizen, forget again, once again, Indra is coming to the walking the march, Justice March, not as a Hindu Indra. Okay, she's just walking as a mother that longing for a kid. It's that simple, and she's bringing loads of emotion to present it to the Bukit Aman, and that's all. That's the reason that she's bringing teddy bear. Some might poke fun at it, but the teddy bear hides hundreds of nights, sleepless night of Indra, because she thinks, and
has she ever spoken to you about, because as you said, Prasana is going to turn 18 soon. Is there ever a thought in her head that maybe Prasana will not choose to come back?
No, she's very positive. She said, you know what, I do not have to tell Prasana I'm the mother.
Prasana will know.
You just, why I'm so emotional, I don't know. You just put her before me. She will come to me because she is my daughter. She's built of my flesh, my blood, and she will know, because you don't take a genius. I mean, all mothers can relate to this. Okay, even if your mother present around you without you knowing, you will able to sense that your mother somewhere, right? So she's very, very confident. You put Prasana before in front of me. I do not have to walk to her, tell her I'm the mother. She will know. We do not have to discuss anything. Holding a hand alone will do all the talks and will be able to show her the pain the mother have gone through, the journey the mother have gone through. And I'm sure if Prasana is listening to this, or any other write-ups that come, she knows the mother did not stay still for the past 16 years. She fought beyond her capacity. And thanks to every media, every individual, every citizen that came to assist her in this journey. And we have still seen thousands of mothers that came forward, and from from leaders to the politicians to the even she was. I was very surprised and when I heard how our former CJ
Tengku
can
Maimun.
relate to her pain.
Tengku Maimun, right? Tengku Maimun, sorry.
And she, I mean, there's a lot of people would have felt the same, but she came publicly.
Yeah.
Okay, she said, I'm a mother. Okay, I know the pain, and she made it very very clear. It is not a matter of faith. It is not a matter of race. It is just a plain simple human definition of mother and daughter.
And also she added that it's not a religious issue because the marriage was a civil marriage.
Yeah.
So it cannot be. It's not done in Sharia court. It's not in a civil court. It's not a religious
if
matter.
anyone that's seeing this one as a religious issue, and
I guess the same argument applies to the discussion about our country's support to the Palestinians.
Yeah.
It's not a religious issue. It's a humanitarian issue. The same thing with what Indra is going through. It's not religion. It's a mother and a child. The same thing in Palestine. You see families without their kids or losing their children. You see children starving, not enough food. It's a humanitarian crisis. This is also that crisis, I feel.
Well said. See, the thing is, you choose to see what you would like to see.
Yeah.
If anyone's seeing this case, Indra's case, as a religious matter, I think you have buried your humanity.
Yeah.
Okay, flat out. And you have failed your own faith. I don't think any faith teaches you to discriminate any other person based on the race or religion. Okay, so if anyone argues this is a religious matter, that means you have effectively buried your faith and buried your humanity. And for Indra, Prasana can be whatever faith she wants to be. Okay, but that will not negate the fact she is Indra's daughter.
Yeah, definitely.
Forever, regardless of the circumstances, and the mother will do whatever it takes. And just some time ago, I was in Ipoh. Right, every time I'm in Ipoh, I always visit her. Of course, we have this judicial monitoring and things like that. And while we are talking, right, and she asked. I mean, she was talking very emotionally, and then finally she ended up asking, Arun, do you think I'll be able to hold my daughter or die? And I said, of course, we will definitely keep our hope high. And there's a lot of good people and a lot of good people everywhere, including people in power, especially in PDRM, and they will hear you someday. And she did not know that I was recording this conversation, and I kept it. Why I kept it? I need motivation too. Continuously going and not sit, be complacent, not in my comfort zone. All right, just going for the judicial monitoring and see what I want to do more than that. And I always been very a part of Indra's family. Okay, making sure that kids are in the right path, education wise and things like that. She's my sister kind of. So I always kept this video as a motivation for me. And I don't know, probably
you'll share it sometime.
Because I know there's a lot of brothers out there.
Let's go back to the walk. The walk that's happening on the 22nd of November. Who'll be attending?
Okay.
Some of the big names are attending.
Okay, some of the actually I told all the big names, do your own press release. Okay, all I know, I think I can share this lah. Okay, the biggest name is Indira Gandhi herself, with son Arun, doing law, third year, and Darsha is a UUM's graduate from data scientist. So she will be joining. And then YB Kuala, YB Kula as
He was always involved in this case, right, from the start.
yes.
In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, but one thing I've heard was that another supporter of this case was the late Tun Samivelu.
Yeah, yes. He's always, and he was. This information I got it from Dato Baiti, that he always have pushed Hindu Sangam to make sure that on the case and do whatever things need to be done, and you always want to know what's happening and things like that. So probably Dato Baiti, the Mantan MHS president, will be able to tell, and told me so many things. Matter of fact, if you refer to Dato Waiti's biography, I have one chapter written about Indira Gandhi, how he saw the case coming and things like that. And YB Kula always been there, not only just as it was his constituency, Ipoh Barat, and beyond his constituency, he was the counsel for Indira in the beginning, and he always there as a brother to Indira. Indira always said she's he's honest. He wanted to solve this case, and in 2018, it was YB Kula who said, Arun, okay, now she need a different setup, okay, to make sure that the federal court order is enforced. So only then I set up Indira Gandhi's action team INGAT, and I have to take on from there. And from 2018. So the different set of legal team came on board, including Dato Ambiga.
Will she be there?
Yeah.
Okay. Be nice to see her. I've never met her in person.
Yeah. This thing, I just want to leave it to her.
Okay. We don't know.
We don't know.
We hope so.
Of course, if it's Indra's march without Dato Ambiga, it's like body without soul.
Yeah.
And then Raj and such, Rajesh Nagarajan and such Pripal Singh led the case to a different dimension with the civil suit and judicial monitoring, and so much of effort in our investigative work. We have a lot of retired policemen, retired army personnel that have offered so much intelligence in our investigation. So we have a team of investigators that are assisting us throughout the way. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten where all this information. I myself not trained and do not have experience in that kind of areas. So I'm so thankful to all those.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing that so many people helped her, support her.
They are volunteer. Everything is pro bono. I will tell you from 2009 right until now.
It's pro bono.
Every person that have involved in Indira's case purely pro bono. Whether that's YB Kula, his team, Shanmuga, Aston Paiva, and the whole team here. And then Raj and such, Rajesh Nagarajan, such Pripal Singh, Thambi, everyone, and including Philip Koh, all of them, all came pro bono. And if you see a multicultural team, this one is, right? None of them see this one as a religious.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's a mother and a daughter.
It's
That's
a mother
all.
and daughter.
Yeah.
It's never a fight between us and them.
Yeah, no.
It is.
I think that happened in the early part because the big headline was the conversion. That was a big headline. I remember this case when it first started, right? That was the thing. But yeah, so now and we thank all the people who have supported this. And you too, Arun. A lot of work you've put into this. 17 years. Yeah. Hopefully it comes to an end. But yeah, so thank you so much for doing this, Arun. And guys, there was Arun Dorasamy from the Indira Gandhi Action Team INGAT. So just as an update to you all, some of you all have even asked in the comment section of the previous interview I did with Indira Gandhi. So the Justice March will be taking place on the 22nd of November, starting at SOGO at 10:30 a.m. And the march will go right up to the Bukit Aman Police Headquarters. There are many people who will be joining as well, but just Arun doesn't want to say it here, but we'll let them announce it themselves. But to all of you all, if you guys have the time, please come and join the march. It's a peaceful march. It's for no other reason but to support a mother's aspirations for being reunited with her daughter. At the end of the day, it's just about that. And I've spoken to Indira Gandhi myself. As you guys have seen the interview, she was emotional. It's very emotional. I think a lot of us can relate to it. So please, if you can, please join the march and we'll see you there. Thank you, Arun, again. Thanks, buddy. All the best to you. And I'll see you at the march. I'll be there as well. So lend my support to you. So take care, guys. We'll see you all soon. Bye.